thought I'd actually explain these curtains a little bit more in this episode. I wasn't a fan of Hayden's curtains in his bus. They were looking just a little bit old and dated. I searched for the cheapest curtains I could find that looked okay, and they happened to be from Kmart. And they were the eyelet type, and I just modified them to work on the railings. I'm low on these little railing sliders.
Oh, there's some in the packet here.
How do you add them?
You're just going to slide them off the end. 4.
I'll take 4.
I hope I haven't glued that on. Maybe I glued it on. Maybe it's the other end.
How did I make these curtains? I cut off the eyelets along the top. I then folded and sewed the new top so that it looked exactly the same as the bottom. I then cut the curtain exactly in half. And then I sewed the hook sections to the top of each curtain. And it ended up being the perfect height. Oh, it's looking nice, Hayden. I think me working on the curtains has actually motivated Hayden to maybe tidy up this area. I'm a little bit excited. After the curtains, this kind of open area was the next thing that kind of bothered me the most about the bus, so yeah, hopefully. One task I want to start tackling soon is these 4 corners of the caravan, which I think they are all leaking from. Hey? Hello. How's it going? So the front part's not looking so flash. Looks like it used to be, there were some holes that was connected here somehow, and then this dodgy bit of wood looks like there were some nails attached to it. So right now the whole front moves, which can't be good. Pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. And then I bet a whole lot of water's getting in here too. So those 4 corners I don't feel particularly confident doing completely on my own, so hopefully get Hayden's help on those. So this is my new box of goodies. I'm looking forward to using this. Apparently it's good for getting marks off, so I'm going to use it to get residue of duct tape off the side of the caravan. And then these were fun purchases. I plan to put one around here, and that'll be for the toilet extractor, get rid of the toilet fumes. And I plan to put one here to disguise this old electrical cord hole. And thank you, Karen, for the vents. maybe I could persuade Hayden to paint this area and this area so it's just so it's uniform.
And then put carpet on the wall. Yeah, carpet on the wall.
We're going for a simple meal tonight. My fridge has stopped working on gas, you won't be surprised to hear. Luckily Hayden's got another fridge in the container and we just turn on the generator in the evenings to cool it down because it's winter, so it can handle just being turned on for a few hours a day. So I'm making the most of the cooler weather by having a bottle of wine outside. It's, you know, a natural fridge. So Hayden had a sudden last burst of energy this evening, doing the last bit of the corner. Just adding it so it's a little more solid and stable. And with Vinny, I feel like I haven't really progressed at all in this video. I've kind of thought about things and then changed my mind and I was going to use one of those vents to disguise this hole that used to be for the outside light, but I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm going to make the bed a bit wider just because if a couple sleeps in this bed, it's too much of a mission if it's not double. And that just changes things because my wall was initially going to be here, but a double bed would shift it to more like here. So the vent would be in the wrong place for, I was going to do an extractor fan in the toilet area. So I just need to disguise this hole with a giant rivet. I don't think they come that size, but something circular that looks like it belongs there. And then the other one, when I measured from the outside, I did not take into consideration this bit of wood, so I'd have to shift everything along a bit. And then thinking about it, I'm planning to have some kitchen cupboards along the top here, so it's a bit pointless having a vent that's in a cupboard. So maybe I'll just disguise this hole with one of my vents instead, whole lot of sealant, rivet it on, hope for the best. And I guess with the kitchen at least I'll have a window here and whatever that's called. Let's finish this last curtain. Nearly the end. It's just a smidgen too short. I'm just wondering, should I do another short curtain like on the other side? Just put it at the end too, maybe? It looks so good. I'm so pleased. Although now I notice this. Should I get rid of this? This is much nicer. Although now I've thought of another idea. Why don't I add some fairy lights? I think that's better. Another Kmart purchase. Sorry Hayden, no longer a man cave.
My man cave's a container now. Are we still recording?
Mm-hmm.
Since you won't be makeover.
So maybe the next project is filling in this wall, maybe?
Oh, looks good to me.
Maybe?
I'm going to do that a little bit over there first.
No. I think this is more important.
No, I think that's more important.
It's pretty ugly here. How ugly it is. And then we just kind of like expand on the nice looking section. Just...
I think Karen wants me to like make it okay that she's taking over my bus.
Yeah, basically.
And so we but I'm not making it okay.
Aren't you?
No, you're not taking over my bus.
So, you want to do your sections first?
Yeah, I do.
Because at the end of the day, it is Hayden's bus, and it's kind of a work vehicle too, and kind of accommodations secondary. All right.
Accommodation secondary, work
Yeah.
first.
So
My whole design goes around what I need to do in regards to work.
yeah. So I thought the curtains are pretty safe. Putting on wall coverings pretty safe. That won't damage the work schedule, eh? Yeah.
So inside my bus, my bed is quite high, and I've built my bed quite high. And lots of people would think that it's so you can get lots of storage underneath and put lots of stuff and it's tidy in a way. But really, I put my table saw in here, and then it's my outfeed table, so everything that goes through the table saw and nice and smooth onto the bed.